Well, the chair for sure.
Depends on if I get off mute or not, but yeah, I think I.
Yep, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay. Just traveling to Cottage Grove in the car.
Derek, you got Europe situated?
No, apparently, when you've got a lot of raw materials that rely on that Brent crude pricing, when there's a war in that Middle East region, it can be quite disruptive. So we're battling through it.
That's why you get paid the big bucks.
Something like that, I think.
That's what I'm always told, so I can now relay it on to you.
Pass the baton, sure.
Well, we have 4 and it's 1 minute left, so Derek was the only one that, depending on your work situation, but everybody else said they were gonna try to attend or were going to attend, so we'll wait it out just a little bit.
Jody.
Hi, Jody.
Oh,
You hear us, Jody?
yes.
Okay, good. How you doing?
Pretty good. Still working through trying to figure out how to balance myself. Can't move as fast as I used to.
Oh, it's good to hear.
I have that same problem, Jody. It's not just.
Yeah, you're not. I'm not quite as old as you. Okay, all right, I heard the whistle, I do have 12 o'clock, so, and we do have a quorum, so I'm gonna call the special school board meeting to order. As far as roll call, we have Steve Davis, Chuck Draxler, Derek Oberly, Jody Main, and Lisa Kaiser present, in addition to Superintendent Patrick Olson. All right, next up, I'll entertain a motion to approve the agenda.
So moved. Motion by Chuck.
I have a motion by Steve. I got Steve first, so I'm gonna take Steve. Do
I will second that, Lisa.
Okay, and a second by Chuck. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, now we have to do this individually. So Steve, is that a yes or no?
Yeah.
Chuck,
Yes.
Derek,
Yeah.
Jody? Yes. And yes for myself. All right, motion is approved. All right, now into our business part. So I'll pass this over to Patrick right now.
All right, thank you, and I appreciate you guys being flexible. Sorry for the meeting. However, with us concluding our middle school, high school principal interview process and the acceptance based on board approval, I wanted to get this going so that we can make a formal announcement if approved. We also threw on a couple other that are more timely because our next meeting is a work session scheduled for the 13th. And then we have our regular board meeting at the last week of April. So again, thank you for your flexibility. The first one, if you can see my screen, the agenda item is the approval of our GCMS high school, our middle school, high school principal, Josh Fiesel. Josh, if you want to look at my screen, I have the recommendation. I would say with our interview process, similar to when we hired our elementary principal, Ms. Jamie Schaefer, an extensive process that was structured around the posting in January, a staff listening session, which helped drive what we were looking for in the next candidate. We did a pre-selection rubric and process with 5 staff members that went through all the applications along with admin and rated it based on that rubric. Staff and administration screening evaluation. We went through, again, using that rubric to narrow down our top candidates, which we ended up having 4 interview the first night, and then we brought Josh in a second night. We then proceeded to move into our second interview, which was a combination of a breakfast or lunch process where they sat down with Jamie and Aaron as team members. And then we also did another opportunity for a Q&A that was more directed towards the administration responsibilities. One thing I forgot to mention, as part of our interview process, we did have 4 high school students that gave the tour to the high school, and we looked for that feedback along with our admin assistants having interactions with these individuals to give, again, more feedback. Finally, we put together a final meeting to talk about all of this, and we came to the conclusion after this process that Josh fits exactly what we're looking for with his experiences. He's definitely strong in accountability, discipline systems, transparent communication, organizational strength, and certainly demonstrated that one of the most important parts was relationship-centered leadership. And he's currently the principal in Spooner, the middle school principal, and quite extensive in terms of his structure, policy, procedures, even his test scores, and just overall. And that came out not only during the interview process, but also during the discussions of references, which we called a number of references, both suggested by him, but more so individuals that have worked with him in the past, and so forth. And one of those individuals that has worked for him in the past was Mr. Nargis, who actually subbed in his role. So he was a great resource to get some direct feedback about Mr. Feisel. Finally, again, you're always looking for the best fit. So we believe that Mr. Feisel really fits that with his professionalism, his integrity, and his truly high expectations, fits in with what we're trying to do to move our middle school, high school forward. So with that said, our recommendation, both myself, admin team, but also our interview team that was comprised of over, I would say, 18 staff members. We are recommending that we offer the position to Mr. Feisel, which we have offered, and he accepted. And as you can see, the contract is in the board docs, and which was signed. The final piece to this is if the Board of Education approves based on our recommendation.
All right, does anybody have any additional questions or clarification that they need from Mr. Olson? If there are none, then I'll entertain a motion.
I did have one question. Mr. Olson, thanks for the overview. And it seemed like we had quite a few candidates and a pretty good process for evaluating. Did Josh come out? Was it a pretty clear number one based on the criteria?
We had 2 individuals that we brought back for the second interview. One, we started off with 13 applicants and we narrowed that down. 12 applicants. We narrowed that down to 9 right away because 2 of the individuals had current investigations and 1 was not renewed. So we eliminated those 3. That left us with 9. And it was a range of experiences and different capacities. Most of the individuals this would have been their first principal job. And out of the final candidates, there was, until we brought Josh in, There was no experience in the field with those four. There was one that was a principal, but at the elementary level, there was two, or the other three individuals did not have experience. We brought back two that we thought fit the mold and what we're looking for. And then that's where Josh rose to the top unanimously amongst the interview team. So to answer your question, yeah, it was significant in terms of the committee and admin of between Mr. Faisal and the next candidate.
Thank you.
Any other questions? If not, then I'll entertain a motion to approve Josh Faisal as our middle school, high school principal.
Make that a motion.
Okay, motion is made by Jody. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Second by Steve. All right, and we'll do a roll call vote. All right. Those in favor say aye. And Steve, how do you vote? Yes or no?
Yes.
Jody?
Yes.
Derek?
Aye.
Chuck?
Yes.
And I'll say yes as well. And motion is approved. All right, next item up is the approval of paraprofessional Julissa Hager.
And sorry, Dr. Kaiser, just to the previous agenda item, I will be sending out a formal announcement this afternoon. So again, that just gets the wheels in motion for our planning to have Josh join us, but also gets it out in the public, and then allows me to also thank our interview team, which was extensive in terms of the participation. So that was good. Going down to the next one, due to some recent resignations, we're looking to hire Julissa Hager in our paraprofessional role to get the ball moving, since we have, again, a later meeting here in April. This, as you can see, the recommendation is coming from Ms. Spaeth, and I'll pull it up here. And she will work with the middle school, and she has actually experience working in special education in Menominee. So our recommendation, and specifically Mrs. Spaeth's recommendation, is to hire Julissa Hager in this role.
All right, any questions, anybody? If not, I'll entertain a motion for the approval of Julissa Hager as a paraprofessional.
I'll move that. Chuck.
I have Chuck as the primary motion. Do I have a secondary?
Second.
Second by Derek. Any further questions? All right, roll call vote. Steve?
Yes.
Jody?
Yes.
Chuck?
Yes.
Derek?
Yes.
And I'll say yes as well. A motion has carried. All right, approval of track co-head coach Matt Shepard.
And again, this recommendation is a timely factor because of the resignation of Ryan Teberg. We did some shifting, and as you guys know, track has already started. So we wanted to make sure that we had the proper supervision and some preliminary safety measures in place with coaches. With this hire of Will Eggert, which is next on the agenda, that would then move Matt Shepard up from the assistant role into the co-head coach role. So then with your approval, Matt Shepard and Tom Klatt would be co-head coaches for our spring track, both girls and boys. And then Will would then assume that assistant role.
All right, any further questions or clarifications? All right, if none, I'll entertain a motion to approve Matt Shepard as our co-head coach for track.
Motion.
Motion's made by Derek. Do I have a second?
I will second that, Chuck.
Second by Chuck. Roll call vote, yea or nay, Steve?
Yes.
Jody?
Yes.
Okay, Chuck,
Yes.
Derek,
Yeah.
and I'll say yes as well, motion passed. And then let's go right into Will Eggert for our track coach approval. Any questions on that? All right, I'll entertain a motion to approve William Eggert.
Motion.
I'll make it,
Motion by Derek, do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Second by Jody. All right, yea or nay votes, Steve,
Yay.
Jody,
Yay.
Chuck,
Yes.
Derek,
Aye.
and I'll say aye as well. Motion passes. All right. Any other things, Patrick?
No, that's it. Again, I want to thank you for your flexibility. I know it's not ideal in this situation, but I know you understand the ability and the need to get this out. We're excited about Mr. Faisal and then the other hires to get started right away. So thank you.
All right. Then I will entertain a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Motion.
Chuck, second.
Motion is made by Chuck. Those were quick, guys. And second by Derek. All right. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. All right, we are adjourned.
All
I
right.
got 12:14.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
See ya.
All right, bye-bye.